would imagine that this was made from a duvet cover? Me, because I made it. Keep watching this video. You're going to see me deconstruct a duvet cover and construct it into this beautiful, beautiful shirt. And let me be the first to tell you, you are beautiful, and I'm so happy you're here. Let's get started making something beautiful together. Welcome. Okay, so I bought a duvet cover at the thrift store for $2.99 a few months ago. I've just been waiting to use the fabric because I liked the fabric. Well, the question is, can I make a shirt out of a duvet cover as a beginning sewer? The answer will be coming soon because I don't know. I'm trying to make my own pattern from a shirt that I have. Let's see if it works. So today, my plan is to make this shirt. I have never used a pattern before, beginning sewer here, all right? And I traced this on some paper, and I'm gonna see if I can make it with this comforter, this duvet comforter that I picked up for $2.99 in Vermont. Let's see if I can figure this out. This top is not hard, right, to make. It's a front piece, it's a back piece, and it's 2 sleeves. Easy, right? Well, hopefully. Let's see. If this is your first time here, hi, let me introduce myself. I'm Coral. I live in Vermont. I also live in California part-time, back and forth. And right now, I'm really into sewing and thrifting and living sustainably. So if this is something that resonates with you, follow along, keep watching, subscribe to my channel, make me super duper happy. I have 100 subscribers now, so that makes me happy, but I'd welcome more. And in fact, if you are a sewer, which I've met so many wonderful sewers on YouTube, if you're a sewer, I'd love to learn from you too. So let me know if you have a channel and I'll go check you out. Anyway, so yeah, let's just see if I can make this happen. And here's the other thing. I'm okay failing, and I'm okay learning from my failures. So I'm just not going to stop doing this. And I'm probably going to learn a lot along the way. But let's just roll into this and see what we can do and see if I can wear and make a new shirt, because I need some new clothes for summer. This is the back half of my shirt that I have folded in half here. So I will cut around these 3 sides. I did the same with the front. I traced the shirt inside out, so I think I did that correctly. This piece is the front piece, and the fold will be here. So I'll cut along these sides, and then there are sleeves if I can make this work. I'm not quite sure. So this does not look too intimidating for me right now. Now we're going to add the comforter. Now this is a duvet comforter, so the cool thing is I have the printed side and then I have a purple side. Both of these fabrics are polyester, like I mentioned before. Not too whipped about that, but it won't wrinkle, so that's a win. And if it doesn't look good, I can try again. This is kind of a pretty print. This will, I imagine, look good on a shirt, I think. When I made this pattern, I marked with the dashed line. It might be hard to read on the camera, but I marked this is where the actual fabric kind of stopped. So I added a 1/2 inch seam allowance already. So I'll just cut right on the outside edge. So new sewers, don't be scared to try. That's what I say. That's my rule. Don't be scared. Okay, so what? It doesn't work? Okay, we'll try again. We'll learn from it and try again. There. Okay. Piece 1 on the fold. I just cut 1 piece. The fun thing about sewing for me, or upcycling for me, is just the ability to be creative. I am just someone who loves that. I love making something from my hands. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's me cooking or me sewing or making jewelry. I love that. Oh, it will be so satisfying to open this up in a minute, but I'm going to put that to the side. And let's continue with piece, the back piece. Look at my sleeve. Yay. Oh boy. Okay, that was one. Because this is such a small piece, I'm just thinking holding it down and not pinning it is going to be a fine solution. Again, we will see. This is my first time doing this. Sleeve 2. Hurrah. Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay. Let's clean this area up. I'll move this out of the way. Let's pull this up, take a peek at our pieces. Here's the back and the front. Time to unpin and see what we have done. Front will be the one with the scoop neck. The back has the higher back. That's how we'll tell the pieces apart. I really would be excited if this looked like a shirt when I was finished. I'm a little worried about matching up the sleeves area and the back sides because I just, drew this myself. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying. Okay, here we go. The reveal. Back, front. Ooh, that looks like a very plunging V, but we're gonna, this looks ginormous. Okay, here's the front. Can we even see this? Here's the front, and this is the back. Oh boy. Front. Let's put the back this way. Here's the back. Oh yeah, I've got that centered so beautifully. Good job, me. Here's the front. I mean, I kind of made a shirt, sort of, right? I guess this goes like this. Oh boy, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Oh my, yeah. Well, I kind of did it, sort of. Let's go see how this works. I might put it on my mannequin. Let's go. Holy pretty print. This looks really pretty. I really do love that I placed that right in the center. That looks pretty awesome. Wow, look how pretty. Oh boy. Okay, so I have absolutely no idea. Is that like supposed to be the arm part, maybe? Let's get some pins. I am laughing so hard because for whatever reason, I just did a seriously deep V. I'm not sure if it's gonna look like that when I'm done. Obviously, we can't let that happen because I don't have the girls to make that work. But you kind of get the idea. I'm gonna walk around. That's bad lighting, sorry. But this is, that's making me crack up. Now, mind you, this should come up like a little bit more because I've got a seam allowance, but that might need a little bit of work. And if we need to put something here in the middle, we can do that. There's no rules, you guys. There's just no rules. So let's see. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I'm laughing because I'm a little nervous now. I'm like, what did I get myself into? Maybe we start when we sew up top. Okay, we'll do that number 1. Or do I sew this? Oh my God. No, I didn't even think about sewing that. Holy heck. Oh man, I gotta sew into here as well. Ay. Okay, Wait a second. Maybe I could put, okay, if I need to, I have this tablecloth that I picked up at the thrift store too. I have this is my stash of things I've picked up at the thrift store that I want to use. So, or I could even put some of the back of the purple up here should I need to do that. This is cracking me up. Oh golly, yeah. In my head, I just had to sew up here and the sleeves and the sides. I totally forgot about sewing all of this in the base. New sewer much? Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna breathe for a second because I'm like a little uncomfortable. Okay, I think I'm gonna start here and make this even bigger. Wonderful. And then I'll attach the top. I cannot wait to show you how this turns out. I really can't. This is gonna be fun. Okay, I'm still laughing. So this is the front of the shirt, but it's the inside of it. As you can see, there's the outside of it. What I did, because I really, honestly, I sat down at the sewing machine and I thought, what the hell am I doing? That's what I thought. And then I made this plan. I cut slits, and you can see some of them here, but I cut slits because I knew I was going around, and I think I'm supposed to do that. Quote, think, don't know, new sewer here. And I just stitched 1 stitch around, and then I'm going to fold it over again and stitch again, okay? So it will be a finished edge on the inside and hopefully look halfway decent on the outside. That's what I did to start. Would you look at these beautiful seams that I did? Let me show you on the inside. It looks something like that little part that you can see. But how pretty. And I did just press this seam so it held it down much nicer after I pressed it. My gosh, if this shirt turns out, I will be so proud of myself. This is kind of stunning. This pattern is beautiful. Oh my gosh, who knew a comforter duvet could look so gorgeous as a shirt? Cross your fingers. All right, since I just completed the front top, I thought maybe I should go to the back of the top and do the same thing I did to the front. I'll just do these seams, just kind of fold it over and then fold it over again. And then maybe I'll connect the top. Whose idea was this? I really thought this was going to be super easy. So far, I mean, it's not hard, but I really have never done this before. Can you tell? Yeah, you can tell. But it's not making me stop. I am doing this. I'm doing this. You can do hard things. You can do new things. You can try things and learn. I'm just going to keep repeating that to myself. Try and learn. All right, so I just did the same thing on the back. And then I ironed it. So now I think what I'm going to do is try to attach the top and the bottom, this part. I've been laughing this entire time because it is so unfamiliar to me. Hello. It's so unfamiliar to me. Actually, I can see this is pretty scoopy on me too. Whatever. Anyway, I've been laughing so hard because it's something I've never done before, and it's cracking me up that I really, in my head, thought this was going to be super easy, but I was trying to be like not so cocky. And well, the reality is I didn't even think about probably 75% of the sewing I would have to do on this. And it is fine. It's totally fine. But I'm just laughing. And thank God, because this is so much fun. It's just fun, you know, like figuring out how things are constructed. And I will say this, okay? If you're going to buy something sewn, hand sewn by someone, pay whatever the heck they want you to pay. Don't think, oh, I can get this at the store for, you know, $7.99. Fine. You want it for $7.99, go to the store and get it for $7.99. But if you're going to buy it from someone who's sewing it, pay whatever they want. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so I have put right sides together, and I'm doing this one-handed, so it's not going to work, but I'm going to match up this to this best I can, and same thing over here, the top. My guess is I'll do a stitch through, maybe then fold down. I don't really know how I'm supposed to finish that. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'll just do one stitch and not worry about it, and maybe just press it with the iron. We'll see how that works. But yeah, this is the next step. I'm laughing really hard because I tried on the pieces and the scoop, like it is so absurdly big. I wish I thought about that. Okay, that's something I have learned. Love to learn something. I don't know if putting something across will look smart or if I should just, you know, wear a sports bra underneath it and be like, this is intentional, my big, loose, flowy top. We'll see what I do. But for now, this guy needs to go for a walk, and the other guy probably does too. So I'm gonna take a break, but we'll come back. Those of you who are experienced sewers, look away. Look away, because this is Coral doing it on just her figuring out herself. I have finished this sleeve and I've pressed it. So I doubled this, what do we call this? Like I sewed it once and then I flipped it over and sewed it again. So I doubled the seam. Maybe that's my own terminology. I did it on this. So we have a little bit of a curve here. Hopefully that's gonna work okay. I have sewn the other sleeve just that one time. And I'm gonna do the same thing by just flipping it up and sewing again. And then I'm going to sew it, hopefully, on my shirt. This is the plan. We'll see how it goes. Well, here is the shirt. So far, I have to sew on both of these sleeves, and then I have to hem the bottom and sew up the sides as well. But that is what it looks like. Let's look at this on the mannequin. She's a little loose in the bust area, as we can see. But it is fun. I mean, who doesn't want their bust to look like that? Hey, I wonder if I can use the back as the front. Can I do this? Wait a second. Coral, I like the way you're thinking. I'm onto something. I'm gonna try to use the back as the front and the front as the back. Let's switch this around. Let's work together. Wait a minute. Will this work? Wait a second. I don't know. Probably not, but you know what? Kind of obsessed. Ooh, if this actually works, wouldn't that be amazing? And then the back would just be low. Ooh. And I could even put something across here to hold it, like a strap. Ooh. Wait a minute. I don't hate this idea. And it still is really pretty. Okay. This is my new approach. See, this is why we brainstorm. This is why we try and we keep our mind open. We're taking a moment for this. Okay, You guys, a lot has changed since I came on here because I tried this on and this felt so tight around my neck, and then, long story short, I had to add a little bit in between, so I added some of the base. I don't know if this was a good idea or not. I haven't tried it on since, but I sewed it on both sides. The back is still very loosey-goosey, and the sleeves are not on yet. I'm not sure how I feel. Oh, and there's a pull. This is just so fantastic. It just has turned into something so much more difficult than I expected, which I absolutely love. And this basically is my mood. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, this is me kneeling with this on. I mean, it kind of looks like I'm wearing a sheet. Yes, I basically am. Help. I need to work this. This obviously was supposed to be the back, so we're just gonna be dealing. And let's see the back. You cannot even really see, but maybe you can see if I do that. Underneath the sleeves. Now this is so big, maybe I didn't need to do what I did. Are we having fun yet? Yeah, we are. Look what we have. We have some sleeves on our shirt, both sides. We have this looking not so perfect, but I don't know. It is what it is. And then the back, I made this piece that I have flipped right side out now. And I think I'm just gonna do a connection from one side to the other. That's my plan. And then I'll hem the bottom. Do I hate it? No. Do I love it? No. Will I be okay with it? Yes, I hope. So my plan now is just to do a little stitch here and here to connect, and then I will hem the bottom to make it even, and hopefully we'll be done. Well, that was a piece of cake. Super easy. That's okay though. Did we learn something new? I think so. So here we have it, folks. We have the finished shirt that Coral made. It's fine. It is different than I expected it to look, but isn't that okay? Yes. Shall we try this on? Yes. We finished the shirt. I like it. I don't love it. I had to make some changes, and that's the part that I love most, is because I am not going to limit myself to what I thought my vision would be. I went with the flow. Now the back is the front. The back is the front, and the front is the back with some changes, and we made it work. The back would have been way too low for the front for me, but it works like this. I definitely did not need these side panels. I don't know why I thought I needed them, but I did. So now there's just a little bit more excitement. Would I make this again? I'm not sure. I think what this is teaching me is it is important to be taught how to sew with a pattern, just to know how to put the pieces together. But what I showed you is that you can do this if you have a sewing machine and are willing just to kind of think outside of the box and construct in an okay fashion, but maybe not the best fashion. If that's okay with you, then do what I did. If not, do what I'm going to do now and definitely get lessons, because it'll help in the construction piece of it. But this was fun. It took longer than I thought. Is that a surprise? No. In the beginning, I was like, oh, it shouldn't be too bad. It's a front piece, it's a back piece, and it's 2 sleeves. Well, that turned into a lot more, and that's okay. What should I sew next? I need you to help me figure out that question. What should I sew next? Should I do some more upcycling and use some of the clothes that I have here or the tablecloths I have here and make them into something new? Should I deconstruct something? Should I do another piece like this where I'm starting from scratch? Let me know what you're interested in watching a beginner try to tackle, and I'll do that for you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much, and I will see you in my next video.